today's video, we are going to talk about AI blades and also StarSim. Let's get started. Hello guys and welcome to the channel, it's Irad, and so on the roadmap we have seen that Star Citizen version 1.0, the commercial release for Star Citizen, is going to include some features that fans have been waiting for a long time. Things that have been talked about very extensively on the Spectrum. Pretty much every thread on Spectrum have been about that, especially we're talking about AI blades. Now, what are AI blades? AI blades are going to be components you will be able to install in your ship, and they will be able to control some of the functions that otherwise players would have had to manage. For example, turrets, but perhaps engineering gameplay as well. Also, that is rumored, but especially turrets. It's true that a lot of players have bought multi-crew ships, some of them larger than others, some of them unreasonably large, and they don't have the manpower, they don't have friends perhaps, or they don't have friends that live at the same time as that play at the same time as they do, and so they have on their hands these ships that they have bought for hundreds of dollars, if not more, that they will not be able to operate. CIG have said in the past that it will be possible to operate those ships with these AI blades that are going to replace players, but of course not as effectively as replacing real players. They would not be as accurate, they would not be able to make the same kind of quick thinking and smart decisions that players will be able to make. In the end, Cloud Imperium Games would like to make sure that it will make more sense to hire actual players, that actual players are going to be more valuable than AI players. It's true that at this year's SeasonCon we have seen a lot of gameplay related to multi-crew, and this might have left a lot of players disgruntled, especially those who do own those large multi-crew ships. One of the recurring theme of all those Spectrum threads is that players were not understanding why it's possible to have AI ships with actual AI turrets working, but then not being able to have our own AI turrets in our own ships. Especially since this is a feature that is working if you capture an AI ship, for example, which is very easy to do, right? You take a bounty hunting mission, you board that ship, you kill the pilot, and then you take control of that ship. The AIs that are inside that ship are going to target your enemies for you and hit those enemies for you. This is a functionality that already exists in the game. It doesn't make much sense for it not to be put on a wider scale so that every player may have access to that. Of course, one might say that the state of the servers are not good enough without server meshing, and that it could be working on a server that is working properly, but as soon as server stability gets to tank a little bit, this functionality would be not working anymore because of the state of the server. We all see what's happening with NPCs when the servers are not working, but when the servers do work, then they seem to be working quite well, and so perhaps this is the reason why CIG might have been working for server meshing. Server meshing supposedly is going to significantly improve server performance, and so once server meshing is here and NPCs are working as intended, it would make sense for CIG to implement AI blades. It shouldn't be too hard to implement since the feature is kind of already working on NPC ships, and I have no doubt that once they deem that server performance is acceptable enough, they will be putting these AI blades. Who knows, maybe we'll be seeing AI blades for the Invictus Fleet Week event, which is happening every year in May. There's always a huge sale there, and of course if CIG want to make more money, they need to sell those big multi-crew ships that are worth several $100s. Well, what if we are being told that AI blades will be coming for Star Citizen Alpha 4.2, for example, which should be coming at the second quarter of next year? Well, I'm sure that a lot of people would be excited to have multi-crew ships, and in which they could be installing AI blades where their friends would not be there, and like that CIG could be scoring a big win in my opinion. The next thing that we saw on the roadmap was StarSim. We were also told on multiple occasions, including by Benoit Beauséjour, who was interviewed by Tirada a couple of months ago. What would be the state of StarSim? Is it going to be implemented anytime soon? Benoit Beauséjour did say that StarSim requires server meshing, but it's pretty much done. So that's why we haven't heard of it recently, because there was basically nothing to say, right? It's pretty much the same as how it was before. It's just that they needed the other text to be put and implemented so that StarSim would eventually work. It is on the roadmap for 1.0. So I suppose that as soon as we have dynamic server meshing, which I believe is really the key here, is to have all these different servers being intertwined into one shard, servers opening, server closing, and also the economy being able to manage what's happening with those servers that open and shut on a regular basis. When that is working, when the StarSim system is able to manage that, I suppose that is when we are going to be able to see it in the verse, right? So there we have it. This is the status of some of the 2 most requested features for Star Citizen. They are on the roadmap for version 1.0, the commercial release of Star Citizen, and hopefully we're gonna be hearing about them soon, sooner than later, hopefully, perhaps in some Inside Star Citizen episodes. Guys, I have been Irad. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, if you enjoy my content, please let me know with a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more Star Citizen videos. If you want to go the extra mile, like Dr. Forbin, Zero Crusher, Ducky2Ducker, and Shadow Rise, you can also join me on Patreon or via the YouTube membership program. It's much appreciated. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Cheers.